special, same product at $150 more than what we're doing this year. Don't know how that happened, but it did. And it is a massive customer pick from a year ago when it was $150 more. So take a moment if you'd like to read some of those comments. But let me share with you, this is one of those products that has been really, it's technology that has been licensed by the Teeter family for physical therapy. For those of us, if you're dealing with any aches and pains, if you've got knee issues or ankle or hip issues or lower back issues, any of those types of things, and fitness has been kind of on the back burner because of it, take a listen to this presentation. Riley Teeter is going to be joining us to tell you more about that patented technology. But this is just the most comfortable bicycle in the world to be able to ride. I love that it's the dual motion of the upper body and the lower body at the same time, and that's where you're going to get twice the calorie burn without having to work at, so much longer. So in 15 minutes, let's say you would have normally burned 100 calories, you would burn 200 calories or more, depending on the resistance. The resistance right here, it's a very comfortable, convenient handle. This goes from like 1 level to 13. And let me tell you, if you've got the elite athlete in your house and yet somebody else in the house is just getting started, perfect. This is a perfect product because it meets you where you're at. You don't have to be super fit. You don't have to be coordinated. You don't need to do anything except sit down, relax in a recumbent position, and start letting this incredible movement take you to wherever it is you want to go. Literally, because you're getting the Teeter Move app. You can take travels all over the world, and that's yours forever for free for anybody in the family. So that's like another perfect bonus and a perfect example, actually, of how the Teeter family are just good people who want you to succeed. They take great pride in building products that help us lead a more comfortable and healthy lifestyle. So this is here today and today only at this price. This is $300 less than if you go directly to the Teeter website, and Riley's okay with me telling you that because it's the truth. Our price, and this is why it's a one-day only opportunity, $300 less than directly with them. So HSN, we've established such a beautiful friendship and relationship over the 4 years since the product line has been here at HSN. So this is one of those special moments. By the way, there's free shipping. There's also 5 flex. You don't even have to pay the full price. You can pay a little bit, get the product right away, and then enjoy paying it off slowly over time for the next 5 months. That makes it about, what is that, $100? Let's see, $120 a month. But if you have an HSN card, put this purchase on that card because you can finance it for 12 months with us, no interest on those payments. Pay 1 monthly payment at a time for a year of $49.99. You can pay that off early if you would like, no penalties. We don't charge interest on the balance. This is something that you can enjoy in terms of being a part of our HSN family and enjoying something that makes a product like this so much more affordable. If you don't have that card, by the way, and you want to use financing and you want to save even more on our today's special, apply for that card today. We're going to give you $40 as our thank you for joining us. And by the way, you can apply that to our today's special. I believe this is the last day to offer that $40 promo. This is the last and one and only day of the year that we're going to offer this incredible. This is the FreeStep LT1. This is the product that it just feels so much easier to exercise because it distributes, all of the weight and the muscle exertion into upper and lower. You can speed it up, slow it down. And by the way, I'm just going to quickly share with you this seat. I think this seat is very comfortable. I think the only negative review I saw on the comments from last year is that some people thought this was a little hard of a seat, but look at how cushy it is. I kindly disagree with that. I think it's a very cushy seat. And then this wonderful backrest that allows you to have the lower back support that is so important when you're exercising. The seat is adjustable, 3 different levels. The arms are adjustable. By the way, it holds 300 pounds. So if you've got some weight you want to lose this year, guess what? Burn calories, stretch and strengthen at the same time with the FreeStep, our finest value of the day and for the rest of the year. But Riley Teeter is joining us, the beautiful daughter of Roger. I love working with you, Riley, and I really, really appreciate you guys and what you're doing for us exclusively at HSN with this incredible product.
Yeah, I mean, we've been on HSN for 23 years, selling joint care equipment, and we understood that in the home use market, there was nothing out there that was truly easy on the joints. And when we decided to make a cardio piece, because we knew this space was open, we actually had to go out and license the technology from commercial physical therapy manufacturers to get this truly low impact stepping motion. And if you look at my legs, you can see that it's literally a linear motion. There's no cycle, there's no elliptical pattern, because when you're cycling, you're actually having one part of your leg move in one direction while pulling back with the lower part of the leg, and that creates some knee shear. So by doing a more natural stepping motion and keeping the ankle and the knee and the hip all in alignment, it is truly, truly a low impact exercise. Now, here's the really amazing part, and this is what you're really gonna care about. This was a study done at the Colorado Center of Health and Sports Sciences. People were hooked up to very sophisticated metabolic measuring equipment to determine calorie burn. Check that out. With the FreeStep, you're burning 17.4% more calories, and that's because you're using your whole body. More muscles worked, more calories burned, but I think more important, when we use more muscles, we distribute the muscle exertion. So instead of just calling on those legs and making them work, and burn and fry out, we're distributing all that effort so the workout feels easier. Now, this is what it means for your time. If you were to get a standard recumbent bike, you would have to work out on it 7 times. That's 7 days a week to get the benefits of working out just 5.8 times on the FreeStep because of those bonus calories burned. So that means more results faster, better impact for how you're feeling, how you're moving, and how you're gonna look with using the FreeStep.
So I know we're just getting into it and we've got so much we want to share with you. Welcome to the show if you're just tuning in a few minutes past the 6 p.m. hour. We're live on the East Coast. We broadcast 24/7 around the clock, and this is something that it is yours for the asking. It is something that will change your life. It really will. Health and fitness is my favorite category to offer at HSN, has been for almost 23 years, because I know how much better you will feel. I will say that from personal experience. I committed the first of this month, Riley, I didn't even tell you this, but the first of the month I made a decision to like boot camp myself. I mean, I literally said, I've got to really do something serious, because I had just gotten lazy last year. In fact, the year prior to that as well, with COVID and laziness and being sedentary and just eating the things that I shouldn't have been eating. But the point I'm gonna make is that I started January 1st. I've been on a dry January. Today's the 31st, and I still don't even care if I have another glass of wine anytime soon. But I've also lost some weight, and I've done it through hard work and discipline. I did it because I made a decision to do it. I knew that if I didn't change something in my life, Riley, I'm not gonna be different in a month from now. I'm not gonna be different 6 months from now. In fact, I'll probably be worse. And I just had to stop this perpetual, this big snowball effect, and stop it in its tracks. And that's why I'm thrilled to be here with you on the last day of January, to make everybody else understand that there is always a new starting point. You can get this now, order it tonight. And there's something about just making the order, placing the order, knowing it's coming, that you're like, you'll start looking forward to it and starting to make a plan. And one plan leads to another plan, like drinking more liquids and eating better, food choices. I don't know what your goals are, but most of us, Riley, this time of the year, we want to lose some weight. We want to maybe tighten and tone a little bit. And really, even maybe more importantly, get some energy back and reduce the stress through exercise.
Absolutely. I mean, the CDC has put out a report. I can say this on HSN because there's so many studies behind it. The CDC says exercise is one of the most important things you can do for not only the quality of your life, but extending the length of your life. You have to work out just 30 minutes at a moderate level, 5 times a week to get all of these benefits, and they're huge. Cognitive benefits, reducing anxiety, depression, just your thinking process, more clear thinking. It improves your health in general, reducing your risk for diseases like heart disease, metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes. It's really a powerful, powerful activity, but so many people hate it. They hate it. And you know what? You get it, because when you look at the equipment out in the market, it's crazy stuff. I mean, you see the ads and people are just going hard and they're sweating. It's like, oh, and not everybody wants to work out like that. Not everybody can work out like that. They've gone too far away from fitness to even start at that level. Or, you know, the equipment isn't good quality, doesn't feel good. It's, you know, jerky and unstable, and you're not really sure that you're safe or comfortable on it. So, I mean, it's really difficult for people to get back to fitness once they've moved so far. And consistency is the key. Like you said, I mean, you committed, you've made it a habit, you are now seeing that difference in your life, but that's the hard part for so many people. You have to, when you're making a habit, you have to be very specific. Not, I'm going to lose weight or I'm going to get healthy. You have to say, I'm going to sit on my FreeStep for 10 minutes or 20 minutes every day at 9 a.m. Or at 6, you know, and be very deliberate and make a true plan. And I think that's why this is so powerful and people are having such amazing results, is we don't just send you home with a product. We send you home with a product and a program. You download the Teeter Move app. You get all these different trainers. I mean, so many different types of trainers, different styles of training, different types of classes. You queue up what you want to do. If you're a beginner, you can take a beginner's class. If you just want to do 10 minutes, we've got that. We've got it all the way up to 40 minutes, whatever you're looking for. And we're going to hold your hand through that process. And I mean, this just makes it fun. Right? It takes all the stress of, I don't know what to do away from the workout.
Well, and it makes you feel like you've got a friend with you. I mean, I've got a couple single friends who have been, you know, dealing with the COVID or the pandemic on their own, and they're telling me, like, it's lonely. It's really hard to just be alone. And when you've got another person in the room and they're trainers, and you can do different kinds of workouts. You can do travels all over the world. And by the way, there's no subscription to that. And I talked to Riley before the show. I'm like, even today, when the price is this low, there's no extra cost on that Teeter Move app down the road. She said, never, for free. It's yours because the Teeter family is great. They're just a very caring family, and they want you to get results the way you want results. So that's a support that is there forever and ever, amen. No cost, no charge for the Teeter Move app. Just download it and have at it. Now, there's a lot we want to talk about, one of which, as I'm sitting here, and I started my little panel or my little computer fresh, because I want to see how many calories I burned during the show. We're just going to sit here and talk. We're going to explain the product, and we're going to see how far you can get in, you know, a moment's notice or 15 minutes, whatever the time is that you have. But as we look at the machine, this is something that is pretty, it blows my mind actually, because as I'm looking at this, there's not a cable or a cord anywhere to plug this in. It's completely whisper quiet. You could literally be sitting here next to the baby's crib and getting a workout if you need to lose some of the, you know, the extra weight from that. But it's incredible how quiet it is, and it uses something called, I want to say, magnetic resistance, correct?
That's right.
Yes.
Yep.
Would you mind going through that? Because I love the resistance. It's very smooth and very gentle.
Yes, I mean, it's not just the magnetic resistance, but the ball bearings, the complete design of it to really give you that synchronized, smooth stepping motion. But the magnetic resistance is a game changer because silence is important. I mean, even if you live out in the middle of the woods with nobody around to disturb, I feel like when you have a silent machine, it's a relaxing experience. I mean, if you've been on a treadmill and the whir and the bang, 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 and then you crank up the TV or crank up the music and you get off and you're like, wow, you know, that was intense. This is something where it's totally silent. You glide, you can zone out into your show, it's relaxing, and it doesn't have the maintenance that other pieces of equipment have because it is that magnetic resistance. So you're not having to lube, you don't have chains, you don't have belts, all those things that typically require maintenance in a cardio machine. And that was important to us because when things aren't simple, they aren't used. You know, if you have to figure out how to maintain it and all those details, it just becomes more of a chore than something that you enjoy.
Oh,
so
couldn't agree more.
From the very beginning, yeah, we really, I mean, as you said, Kelly, this is a family business. We've been on HSN for 23 years. We've been in business for 40 years. We don't make a ton of products. We make very deliberate, thoughtful products with an intended purpose, like something, knowing that there was nothing in the home use market that was really, truly joint friendly. License this technology. This was years in the making.
Yeah.
So many fitness pieces. There's 4 factories overseas. They make all the bikes, they make all the treadmills, and you go over there and you say, I want to make this. And they say, well, look at our lineup. You change a few plastic components, you change colors, you put your brand name on, and you're off to the races. We customized every single aspect of it. That's why you'll see our name stamped in the seats, stamped in different spots, because it's all our tooling. And that's because of the customized physical therapy technology in the product. We had to do everything unique.
Yeah.
And that kind of quality is something that you can enjoy for years and years and years.
It's absolutely true. I mean, for those of you who have the inversion tables from the years, some of you have, myself included. I had mine for over 10 years. I gave it to a friend of mine who needed one, and then I got an upgrade. But the quality is so important. And by the way, speaking of which, this not only comes with the 1-year warranty, it comes with 2-year warranty today. Even though we're not charging you for that, you get that as peace of mind, just to show you again the kind of quality that you get when you buy Teeter. The other thing is that I know this product, and unlike so many other names in the industry, this has been tested, I want to say between 2 and 3 million times in so many different areas. And I'd love for you to share a little bit about that because I think it's really important on that quality story.
Yeah, I mean, you want to test it, you want to cycle it, and that's what we do at the factory to make sure it's really going to go the distance for you. Because without proper testing, you send things out into the world and people are they're testing it for you, right? You want to avoid that and have the experience be easy and seamless from the moment of getting it. Now, if you do ever have a question or any issue arises, all of our team is here. They're actually in this building with me. They're ready to answer. They're amazing. I mean, you wouldn't believe all the little notes I get about how incredible our customer service team is. So we're really here for you from beginning to end. You'll find a million things on our website educating you, the free app. We're all about that support, because a product in of itself is not enough. And that's what these companies know out there in fitness. They knew they had to make an app, but they use it as an opportunity to keep you on the hook. They have your credit card. They're constantly billing you. Try canceling one of those things, right?
True.
And so we make it, we don't ask you to put in your credit card. You can download Teeter Move right now if you want to and check it out, because you're gonna be like, there's so many classes. We are always adding new content. Kim's one of our trainers. She's coming in on Wednesday. We're talking about what she's filming on Wednesday. So it's always something new and fresh. And I got to tell you, I mean, talking about people being home by themselves a lot right now, not only are you able to use this app, but we have a community page on Facebook where everybody's interacting with each other. They become friends. They're encouraging each other. And that's just such a nice, warm feeling, is when you're in the group together. Talking about making habits, when you surround yourself with other people that have the same goals and you're encouraging one another, that really makes it much more enjoyable, much more doable. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes to your ability to commit.
Couldn't agree more. It's like it's having a little bit of a group of accountability. And I've talked about that the whole month of January on my Sunday show. It's my favorite show that I do all year, of creating the life that you love. And I know we all love to feel good. I know we all love to have energy. I know we all like to think more positively. And doing something like this will let all of that happen so much more easily and freer. As a matter of fact, my motivation back to this month of January of clean eating and a dry January is I went into my closet the night before the new year started and I tried on a bunch of the clothes that I love, and they just didn't fit the way they did a year ago. And I decided, this is crazy. I mean, this is crazy. I've got to stop the madness right now. And that's what my motivator was. So I ask any of you who are watching right now, where are you at with that whole journey? Are you doing anything about, doing something in a little bit more positive kind of, direction? It's such a great feeling just to say, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And that's what I hope you do today, because this is This, you can tell it's different than any other bike we've offered or any other bike you see in fitness stores. The comfortable recumbent position, this upper body engagement that, I mean, when you do it, you'll feel how you're doing obliques exercises naturally because you're literally, it's twisting your body, it's allowing you to enjoy the resistance on the legs and the upper at the same time. The resistance, just to give you a heads up, is from 0 to, I believe, 13. And 13 is hard. It is like really going up a steep hill. And I say that because the wide range of abilities for people who get this, it's for all of you. It's for those of you who are starting right now for the first time in 10 years. You haven't exercised in 10 years. Or maybe you've got an athlete in your house that's like ripped and likes to build and body weight. It's for everybody. It has a 300-pound weight capacity, keep that in mind. And I really hope that you'll finance this with us. It's 50 bucks. If you have an HSN card, it's $50 a month. You'll get it right away. You will love it right away, and you'll just be happy to slowly pay that off. $50 a month, that's what most people are spending on a gym membership that we're afraid to go to. But you will own this machine, and it will provide you and anybody around you the ability to do something which I think the biggest benefit of exercise is stress reduction, quite frankly, just to sweat it out. And boy, can you sweat it out. You can see your calories, your distance, your time spent, all of the motivating factors are right there in front of you. And then the rest will just, I mean, as the weight starts coming off, as you feel better each day, you're gonna be like, you know you're on a really good journey. It's not just about weight. It's not just the vanity of that or, you know, fitting a certain size. It's about the whole big picture. My grandmother used to say, and I know lots of grandmothers have, but without your health, you have nothing. You know, there's no amount of money that is gonna make you feel good in your life if you are not well. And it's really a crazy ripple effect how, you know, depression can lead you to a sedentary, lifestyle, to eating different things that you maybe didn't do before. And all of a sudden you look at yourself and go, what happened? Well, the pandemic happened. I'm just gonna say that. But this is kind of a way to jumpstart a new way, a better way for you and your family. I'd love to listen to as many testimonials as possible. We welcome you to join us live during the show. We'll put up a phone number. Call us if you have this. Let us know how you're doing, what you love about it. Everybody wants to hear. But in the meantime, we want to listen to somebody's success story because success happens when you make a decision like this.
It's easy on my knees, and it's helping me to transition into walking, moving around, and exercising. The FreeStep has been a lifesaver for me. It really has.
Instead of sitting in my favorite chair, now I'm sitting on FreeStep. I can watch TV, and I'm moving my legs, I'm moving my arms. Before I know it, the show's over, and I just got a great workout without even thinking about it.
This action of the FreeStep is just beautiful. It's unique. I can still get a great workout without having to feel like I have to kill my knees and kill my body. I thought, wow, I have found what I need right now in my life.
I love it, I love it, I love it. So we're gonna talk about some of the basics. Now I know we're about 20 minutes into the show. There's only this hour and then one more show tonight and then the price goes up, $300. So if you need to have a conversation with somebody, if you need to make a phone call to make this purchase together, please make that call, have that discussion. And I hope the discussion is to get it together because it is something, it's so cool and true when you do work out with somebody, but you've got all the trainers and access to all of them through the Teeter Move app, which is free forever. Keep that in mind. But Riley, you know what I'd love to do is kind of go through the machine and show everybody the features that you love most, because I think it's really important to understand the technology is licensed for physical therapy.
Right.
This is different than any bike out there because of that.
Absolutely. I mean, you've seen stuff before that's upper and lower body. You've seen stuff where people are seated, but to get the truly low impact on the joints, we had to license this technology. This linkage system, which is how it operates on the inside, how you get this smooth stepping motion, this is actually patented technology. So to get it, we have to pay for it. And we did that because we know how important it is to have a product that is accessible. It doesn't make sense to save this technology for the physical therapy office because that's not possible to always get to. And fitness is something that everybody should be doing. Exercise is something everybody should be doing. And it really makes a difference in your overall health, to how you look. Of course, we're always focused on how we look and losing the weight, but that's actually the smaller part of it. I mean, we know in this last little while, how's your health? That was a big part. Where's your starting point? And that comes from working out. The CDC says exercise, just moderate exercise, 30 minutes, 5 days a week is one of the most important things you can do for the quality and the length of your life. But it's something that people just have too much of a barrier because it hurts. It hurts their muscles, it hurts their joints. So we really wanted to make something that was accessible for most people. So that's the number one thing in the technology of this. But of course, every single feature is dialed down into this because we customize this. Every piece we thought about individually, from the fact that the handles are adjustable. You can put them in the upright position and work your chest and your back. Of course, they're also adjustable in length. So if you're taller or shorter, you're gonna get the right grip without having to like twerk your body to hold on to the handles. You can move them in the downward position and push on them to get your triceps, those wiggly bits at the bottom of your arms, turn them the other way around to get the biceps. They have a little rotating grip in your hand as you're doing the biceps, so there's never any chafing. I mean, this stuff turns. I wanna show you how easy it is to adjust it too, because that's very cool. That's all you have to do. And then what's really interesting is every single detail, like the fact that they put this screw down here, because when you put a pin in a hole, there's always a little bit of slot, but you don't want to feel that motion. You can tighten that down, and that just gives you that solid, secure feeling always. And then you grab here, I'm doing the biceps. Look at the front of your arms. I mean, think about, arms are so hard to tone and make beautiful and get that little bit of definition. Here we have a product where you're able to get your entire arm. Got the biceps, front of the arms, get the guns right here, and then put them down and push, push, push. You can lift your feet up, push down, just get those arms. You can dial up the resistance if you want even more of a workout, a muscle building workout, and then you get the bottom of the arms here. You can turn the handles the other way. You get your chest, your back, your entire upper body. That's reshaping the body. It's adding muscle tone and muscle mass, which will help improve your metabolism overall. You're gonna burn more calories at rest, the more muscle that you have. You have adjustability all over this machine. Talking about the seat, most seats, and in fact, when we launched this, we had a much more basic seat where it was foam, and then they take the vinyl and they wrap it around and they staple it in. And you know what? It just isn't durable. So that type of foam breaks down, the fabric can crack and break, and it's not very nice. So we designed a special blow molded foam. This is squishy still, it's very comfortable, it's cut out for your legs, so your legs can move back and forth without grinding on the seat. Really shaped nicely, you get the support here, you can recline it back. So if you wanna work more of your abs or more of your glutes, you can change the way the seat is angled. I mean, every single aspect. Look at how easy it is to change the height. Have you ever been in the gym and you're like, okay, somebody gets off, you got to adjust it, and the thing is so darn heavy, and you're trying to pull the pin and lift this, and you've got one arm, and you're like, I cannot adjust this thing, and you end up like, forget it, and people are looking at me, I'm getting the heck away from this machine. Watch how easy this has a ratchet. So you just pull. Like, look at how easy that was. And then when you want it down, it actually just slides back into place. You don't have to wrestle with the machine. Look at how stable it is. So if you're somebody that has mobility issues, you can sit down on this and you can push on this handle, and it gives you a grabbing point, and then just step in. It wraps around you. So you're in here, you're stable. There's no wiggly jiggly like, oh my gosh, am I balanced? You're completely secure in here. And then you just pedal.
Yeah, it's
just
interesting.
Glide.
I'm glad you said that, because a lot of the reviews that I was reading, and I do encourage you to read some of the reviews, several people said that, you know, it's hard for them after certain injuries or different, like, you know, there's all kinds of things from knees to hips to ankles that prevent you from being able to do exercises at all. Like if you've got knee issues, the last thing you're gonna do is jump on a treadmill or an elliptical or think about going for a run. But something like this is literally zero impact. It is so comfortable on each joint, which is why it has been licensed with the physical therapy technology. That is really a big deal. This will be so comfortable. The position starting there, the padded handles, and I love that you showed us how you can do these in different, positions to target different muscle groups, to be able to take your feet off the foot pedals and just engage your upper body to tighten and tone. That's where I'm going next, and I'm really looking forward to it. Versus going and buying a bunch of dumbbells and having your own, gym at home. This is really, it's suited for much more of an overall health and fitness experience. And before we listen to more testimonials, we're gonna go live right now to another big fan of the product, somebody who works out on it. In fact, I see him working out right now. We've got Sid joining us this afternoon. Hi there, Sid.
Hey girl, you ready for Sid's boot camp? Let's go!
Oh, you're in a boot camp too. Tell me more. I like it.
I'm ready to get a boot camp going right now. So thanks for having me on. I've been using the FreeStep since April 2020, and during the difficult time when gyms are closed, and actually I've never gone back to the gym, this has been a big saver for me. I've dealt with back issues for many years, so I had to adjust, and I even tried some regular cycling classes, and it just wasn't working well for my back. But the FreeStep works great for my back. I love it, and I love all the adjusting and how you could do a full body workout. You could do just your arms. You could do just your legs, and it's great. This morning I was on here for 70 minutes. I got up early, and it felt so great. And then I love, which I have on my iPad here, all the free classes, which is great. So there's a few trainers that I like to follow, and I joke and have a great time with the trainers, which is great. And as Riley said, there is a great inside group that are other users encouraging, and I love sharing about my experiences, and it's just a really fun workout. And what's great about the FreeStep as well, it's great for anybody from a beginner to somebody who might be a little bit more fit. And I just absolutely love it, and it's just such a fun experience.
Oh, I love it too, and I love that you've been doing it so consistently, said for almost 2 years now. It's kind of like when you develop a new habit, right? It's like you look forward to doing it, even if it's, first thing in the morning, or if it's a couple of times a week and not every single day. It's just one of those things when you incorporate it into your life, right, Riley? It just becomes part of the routine, and then before you know it, you're just a better version of yourself. Sid, a huge thanks to you for joining us and sharing that boot camp story. Keep it up. Really proud of you.
Thanks. And one last thing I just want to share with you, for anybody too that loves to sit on the couch during their shows, I love just getting on here, and even if I'm going to go on level 1 and just pedal. You just go and get a little workout, so now you're burning some calories while you're watching a show instead of sitting on the couch.
Yeah, you're right. It's one of those little changes. Good for you. Good idea. Just a little tweak to what you normally do and get benefits from it instead of going in the opposite direction. So great. Love that. Sid said some really, really powerful things. I love his new routine. Don't you, Riley? Oh, I see you talking, but I don't hear your microphone right now. We're gonna double check on that. We'll double check on that. That's what happens when we're live. It's kind of fun when things go awry on live TV, but we roll with it, and that's the beauty. And I'm so excited. For those of you who are just tuning in, I want you to really listen to this, because this is a product, it literally has changed people's lives for obvious reasons. But this has never ever been done this before. Last year, I believe I launched this Today Special. It was $750, and it sold out. This year, look at the price, same machine. We give you 2 years in the warranty, so we are doubling the warranty. You have that Teeter Move subscription, no fees, none, ever. You don't pay for any of it. It's just the support that the Teeter family wants to give to you, Sid mentioned, and what a beautiful experience that is. So it's just a really, it's a poignant time for all of us we all want to do better, but we need the tools to get there. We all wanna maybe drop the weight. We need the tool to get there, and you're watching right now. This is the tool, and I think you'll look forward to looking in the mirror eventually once you get started with something like this. So Riley, for those of us people who are just tuning in tonight, do you mind going from top to bottom and tell us the backstory of, I mean, how long ago did you and your family develop this product?
Gosh, it has to be going, I mean, it was a long time in the development process, but probably about 5 years ago that we said, okay, we've been doing joint care for 40 years, and we know what a downward spiral it is when you stop moving. You stop moving, you put on weight, your muscles atrophy, and the pain actually gets more intense because we're putting all that weight more on our joints when our muscles are not strong. And so we knew we needed to help people. If we really wanted to help people feel their very best, we needed to help bring fitness into their lives. And there really was nothing in the home use market that was truly accessible, truly doable for people with joint pain. And so we went out and we licensed this technology from the commercial physical therapy equipment. And it's been a game changer. I mean, the people that before could not work out, and I'm saying people that have had knee replacement, hip replacement, people that have let fitness go away from them for so long that they can't get on other pieces of equipment and really do much of an exercise without feeling a high level of discomfort, are now able to come back into fitness. And I really believe that's why this is a customer pick with so many 5-star reviews when the previous price was $750. I mean, that's a significant investment, and people are usually critical of a product when they're spending a lot of money. And the reviews are incredible because people are able to finally get fit. They can get on this, they can do it, and they feel good on it. They feel good when they get off of it. And you can slowly start to increase the duration or the resistance, and it can become a habit, because I think that's really what I love about what we're talking about, Callie, and we haven't talked about in previous presentations, is how do you develop a changed lifestyle? How do you make a habit? And if you want to get healthy and you pick something that you don't love, that you can't do, that brings you pain, there's no way that's going to become a habit. So when this is something people can commit to, they can grow with it, they can see the difference. I mean, working out is such an empowering, motivating, energizing feeling. You were talking about 30 days in, you're like, I'm on it now. I feel great. I know the difference it's making in my life. But so many people, they don't make it the first week because it hurts. And that's it, they're out and they're missing that opportunity. So I think that's why this has so many amazing reviews, is people finally are like, I am doing it. I am doing it, and I'm seeing the difference.
Yeah, and you do see and feel the difference really quickly. I think, what do they say? It takes 30 days to develop a new habit, or to cut a habit or break a habit. I remember going back to the first of this year, or the first of the month, when I was into my first 3 days, and I was kind of sluggish. I was obviously purging some toxins and you know, early on in the journey. Maybe 5 days, 6 days in, I started feeling energy. It was like, wow, it's just an incredible feeling. And it's funny, I thought about this month, Riley. Even before I maybe lost even a pound, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, I think I look thinner. You know, it's like when you're doing something towards a certain goal, you think you are better already because you've made that decision. So that's kind of pushing it ahead of the game, and I know we don't want to get too philosophical here, but what a great feeling it is to make the decision for yourself. Maybe this is just your personal time. It's kind of like, I equate it to my bath time. It's like, I love my bath time. But this is also the time that I take for me. Some of us like to pray or meditate while we're working out. Some of us like to listen to podcasts or audiobooks or watch a TV show. And boy, before you know it, in fact, I just realized I've actually gone over 7 miles already since we started the show. And I'm gonna double check here, my next button over. I've burned 116 calories, and Riley, the truth is, I'm not even on a very high level of resistance. I think I'm at about a 6. And this goes to 13, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's really variable. It can do so much, from people that are just starting their fitness journey or recovering from an injury, all the way to somebody that is much more advanced in their fitness. It goes incredibly diverse levels. I mean, watch me crank it up to 13, and you can see how easy it is to adjust it. It's right there. I didn't even have to stop pedaling, but look at how much I slow down. And it's like, and it's really incredible that when you add more resistance, the muscle strengthening that you can add. Obviously, I've reduced some of the cardio because I'm not moving in the same way, but each push is building muscles all throughout my legs. You want to walk upstairs better. You really want to torch calories. You want to build those leg muscles. So this is a study that was done by the Colorado Center of Health and Sports Sciences. They hooked people up to very sophisticated metabolic measuring equipment, and they found that on the FreeStep, you're burning 17.4% more calories than if you were on a seated bike.
No kidding.
Now, the reason that is you're using more muscles. You're using your upper body, your lower body, your chest, your back. And what that does is it increases the calorie burn, but it also distributes the muscle exertion. I mean, think about the last time you were on a bike. Didn't your legs start to be like, okay, I'm tired, this is, and then that makes you want to quit earlier. So this is showing the calorie burn and what that means for your workouts, your time, your day. If you were to buy a bike, you would have to work out 7 days a week to equal 5.8 workouts on the FreeStep. You're burning that many more calories, getting that many more results without having to put in the same amount of time. Now, what I will tell you though is, because this is easier on the joints and easier on the muscles, people actually enjoy the workout. They're gonna work out that much more, get even more calorie burn, and that's where you see the results. And that's a big reason that you want to work out. You want to see something in the mirror. You want to see the pounds come off.
Yeah.
And calories burned equals pounds. So the more calories you can burn, the more pounds you can lose. And then I want you to pay attention to that side panel there. Those were the same people in that study with the bike. So they did a big workout on both the products, and then they asked them, the bike's the go-to. If you have joint issues, a doctor's gonna say, low impact, go get a seated bike. That's what you get when you have joint issues, not a treadmill. But they asked the people who tried both that seated bike and the FreeStep and said, which one was easier on your joints? Which one was more smooth, felt more comfortable? 97% said the FreeStep. So that's really where that physical therapy technology comes in, is when you have that linear stepping motion. Again, we're not doing a cycle, we're not doing an elliptical, we're not getting that knee shear from having one part of your leg pushing in one direction with the lower leg pulling back like you do on a bike with a cycle. You are actually getting a very natural stepping motion. We have an orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Steven, who gives us his testimonial talking about how this is a better motion if you have any joint issues. And that's really the magic. That's the physical therapy technology. This is why when you go into those offices, you sit on a machine that's a couple $1,000s and has the same motion.
I love
That's what we brought into your home.
Yeah, exactly. And in fact, on the heels of that comment about the doctor, I'd love to hear from him and hear what he thinks about this whole design that you're getting tonight.
Every body system that we look at benefits from exercise. The cardiovascular system, respiratory. I spend a lot of my time telling patients, whatever it takes, we've got to keep you moving. The FreeStep is versatile in terms of the amount of force that can be applied. The resistance is variable. The position is comfortable. It allows for a more natural running type motion without the stress of standing and weight bearing during the activity.
Gosh, that is so true, and it just reminded me, Riley, and everybody watching, I had a foot injury. I've had several over the years, but about a year ago, I had something fall on the arch of my foot. I mean, any exercise was too painful for me to do, and I knew I needed to do it. As part of the reason I found myself on the slump I did at the end of last year, because I wasn't able to do any of the walking that I love on a treadmill, or the elliptical, some of my favorite ways to exercise, or being outdoors. But this is so comfortable with my foot, and I just saw a doctor about it the other day and had an x-ray done, because it's preventing me from living my life. I don't want to have to be prevented from exercising, to burn some calories, to get rid of the stress that we hold in our bodies. And we hold a lot of anxiety and negativity in our bodies. That's why I like the phrase of sweating out the stress, because it is important to get it out. If not verbally, you know, physically, and hopefully both. But good things happen when you do something good for yourself. Good things. In fact, Riley and I, during listening to the doctor, we're drinking water and drinking more water and eating healthier, just cleaner eating. It's crazy how quickly you feel better. I don't know how long it's going to take you to get to your goal weight, if that's your goal, or if it's just to get to a different level of, you know, thinking. Whatever the goal is, it's a really important goal. And I do agree with you, Riley. Set the goal. Make it specific. I think that was a great bit of advice. Make the specific goal, and then you know you're working towards something.
Absolutely. I mean, it's all about being intentional in your purpose and changing your mindset too. I mean, we were talking earlier, so many people, their mindset is, I hate to work out, I hate to sweat. And I get it. I mean, so many pieces of equipment, their level of intensity is too much, their pressure on the joint, the impact, there's pain involved. So getting to a product that you can actually enjoy and be comfortable is key, but it also allows you to change your mindset. Stop saying, I hate to exercise, and start saying, I care about the health of my body. I want to feel my best. I am somebody that puts in the work to feel my best. And when you change your mindset, that's a big part of being able to commit to it. And then be very intentional. Say what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my FreeStep. When are you gonna use it? I'm gonna use it in the morning. How are you gonna use it? I'm gonna watch this particular TV show and just zone out because it's silent, and just immerse myself into that TV show and glide through it. Or I'm gonna queue up the app and I'm gonna follow Kim the trainer, and she's gonna be my buddy in this process. Be very intentional about what you're doing. Mark the goal and make the goal into milestones. If you have a weight to lose, don't pick the end amount, right? Pick goals like, I wanna lose 2 pounds every 3 weeks, or whatever it is. Be thoughtful about it, make it attainable, celebrate those moments, join the community that we have on Facebook, make some friends, encourage one another. That's what I love reading. Those people are like, you go girl, and they're posting their results, and make it fun for yourself.
It is true.
Make a community.
I love that. I literally just got some goosebumps as you were talking that through, because it's so true. The way you talk to yourself can really impact the journey that you're on. And I hope the journey you're on is joining us tonight in getting this product. Because it is, yes, it's a product. That's what we do at HSN. But this is a life-changing product. Especially for those of you who are dealing with, you know, like knees or hips or back or ankles or feet. This has been designed by the Teeter family. This is licensed technology for physical therapists' use. But you get it at home. And this, I'm gonna say it again, this price is crazy. This is like insane. This is a $900 machine. And go to their website, that's what it is right now. I checked before the show. To do it at $599, this is $300 off for you today. $300. And there's no charge to ship. And then there's FlexPay or the VIP financing. If you have an HSN card, totally use the VIP financing. It's $50 to get the machine delivered to your door. And we'll talk about assembly in a second, because a lot of people even comment about that. It's not hard. $50 a month by putting this purchase on your HSN card tonight. If you don't have the card, apply for it, because when you get approved for that, you can also enjoy the $50 a month for a year. No interest is charged. If you pay that off in full by a year from now, you haven't paid one dime in interest. And by the way, that card is an HSN card, a Q card, a Zulily card. You can shop with all of us. We are all a big happy family now, which is another wonderful thing. I know our time is coming to an end. There's only one more show tonight at 9 o'clock, and at midnight, the price goes up $300. So definitely put some thought to this, have that conversation. This is some of the assembly. You'll get this three-dimensional like app that you can watch how to do it. It's just, it couldn't be more brilliant. 1 to 2 people were saying, I think generally this takes about 45 minutes. But it might take 2 people to get the box in, because it's a big box delivered for free. Just enough time to take a listen to another testimonial. I believe this is Mark. Everybody has such a great story to share. I could do the whole hour with just testimonials. So listen to Mark, and then we'll tell you a little bit more on the other side.
had to find something else to do without the impact and without the strain on my body, on my joints, and on my back. I've tried everything. I've tried the elliptical, I've tried the stationary bike, I've tried all of those things. None of them provided the support and the overall cardio and full body workout that the FreeStep does. It answered so many of the issues that I had with doing a cardio workout. My first impression was how smooth it was, how it glided, how it just felt so natural and so smooth. So I'm able to use it for basically as long as I need to use it. Honestly, I've never looked forward to exercise as much as I look forward to it with the Teeter FreeStep. And that's the truth. The FreeStep has been a game changer. I love it.
Oh, I just love people like him. Don't you, Riley? Just you can feel the spirit in him now that he's gotten the right piece for himself.
I agree, because otherwise, you know, exercise is, you feel defeated, you feel like I can't do this. And when you get something that finally works for you and you start seeing the results and you start feeling the results, more importantly, it's so empowering, it's so invigorating. And that's why when you read the reviews, they're sometimes quite long, people with amazing stories, because it is a game changer when you find something that really works. It's to me, exercise is incredibly powerful. It was something I always wanted to do. I'm a mom, I work full time. It was really hard for me to fit it into my life. And I knew I needed it. I could feel the stress mounting, and to add it into my life, you almost have to find the thing that can assimilate. Like having it in your home, having it be quiet. I mean, when you got a house full of people, you can't be pounding and cranking music, and this, you know, treadmills are incredibly noisy. They're hard on the joints, but they're also just, you know, intense on all levels. Having something silent where if I feel like working out after the kids have gone to bed at 9 p.m., I can do it. I can turn on the TV and not have to crank it way up and just blast the entire room. I zone out. You know, pick a show that is the show you watch when you exercise. You don't get to watch it unless you exercise, and you will be amazed, because what happens is, because this product is silent, you just sit there and you watch it and you glide, and if you're really putting in a workout and you give yourself a little bit of resistance, you can get a little huffy puffy, but your brain is there watching it. And because your body's gliding and everything's perfectly synchronized, there's no catch, there's no drag, it's smooth, you can just literally fall into that scene. And before you know it, the workout's over. I mean, that's the magic for me, is I've done it before I know it, and then you get to check that box. And it is something where day by day, it becomes a habit. And then all of a sudden, you're putting on those clothes. Like you were saying, Callie, you went to put on the New Year's clothes, and they've been sitting there, and you saw they don't fit anymore in the right way. Exercise is the opposite of that, where all of a sudden you're like,
I look forward to it.
Wait a minute.
I know.
And you feel empowered, and it's fun. It's fun when you're like, I am doing it. I am energized. I love to exercise now. It really has changed my ability to deal with stress.
Oh, I bet.
How easily I sleep. Like, it's a real game changer. And when I can't do it, I feel it in my body. I mean, Kim and I were talking. She's one of the trainers for the Teeter Move app. And it's like, our husbands will say, when was the last time you got to exercise? I mean, it just lets you kind of release so much. Your brain just goes, all right, you know, and you're doing something great for your body. I mean, how often, I think, you know, New Year's is one thing, but Valentine's Day, this is about self-care, self-love. Like, let's take care of our bodies. Let's prioritize our own body and how we feel and do something good for ourselves. And I mean, it's amazing to me how much more relaxed, how much better and more confident you feel.
It's true. In fact, that's my plan. So the night before the 1st, I went through my closet and was horrified at how many things didn't fit me. Tonight, the 31st of the month, A month later, I'm gonna do the same thing and see how many things do fit me, and I am so excited. It's the first time I've actually been excited to go into my closet, because I know I've accomplished a lot this month, and I am proud of myself. It hasn't been super easy. I had days where I'm like, oh, but it's okay, because I knew I was working for a really important goal. My birthday is this Friday, and I'm like, I'm not going into the last year of my 50s feeling like this. I am not. I just wanna go in, and then a year from now when I'm turning 60, I'll be like, let's go. I want to be young and vital. I want to at least feel it. I don't know if I look it, but I just know that this is something that can get you to that place. And everybody's goals are different, but they're all equally important. So if it, like you just said, Riley, oh my gosh, to be able to get on this and let the frustration come out through the movement. Yesterday I had a frustrating experience. I've been trying to do something online and it just wasn't working, and I was just roadblock after roadblock. And I kind of walked away from the table all in a huff. And Tracy, my guy, said the same thing. He's like, babe, maybe you should get on the bike a little bit. And it really did help. It was a much better release of some not very pleasant emotions that I was feeling. So it does release, it gives you in so many positive ways.
Right, if you're feeling lethargic, and you are just tired all the time, it's amazing, like it's counterintuitive. If you're tired all the time, you think, I don't want to exercise, I don't have the energy for it. You'll be amazed. Like, I just want you to say to yourself, I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna do a minute. And you get on, and after a minute, you're like, all right, and you're off, because it really will give you more energy. I used to leave work and be like, oh, please, I just want to go to the couch. But I have 2 boys in sports. I'm running all over the place. There's dinner to make, there's laundry to do. I can't do that. It's amazing to me that when I exercise and I sweat and move my body, I have more energy. You would think it would not work like that, but it really does work like that.
It really does.
I do want to, Callie, I know we're running out of time, and I want everybody at home, I got to touch on what you're getting, because I'm really proud of this product. I'm shocked we're at this price. We were on was a TS, it was quite a bit more, and I want people to see the quality, because this is physical therapy technology. We licensed it, we custom made this product, put that technology in it. We've thought about everything. You have a smooth gliding motion, a linear motion, a soft step. I mean, the quality is endless, tested and tested. This is a product that you will feel comfortable on and enjoy for many, many years.
And you know what, we're gonna tell you all about it one more time tonight at 9 o'clock, which is your last chance to do this $300 savings and the free shipping. Don't forget about the financing, so it's $50 a month to get yours by putting the HSN card to use tonight. I will see you at 9 p.m. Eastern time, Riley. I thank you so much.
Yeah, and happy birthday. It's my birthday on Tuesday.
It is? Oh my gosh, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, no, day after tomorrow. Wait, what day is it?
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
No, Wednesday.
Oh my
Wednesday's my birthday, the 2nd. Groundhog's Day.
Well,
I'm
we'll
off all
talk more
days when you
tonight.
do a
In the
TS.
meantime, here's Andrew with his monthly special on healthy hair, skin, and nails.
Hi there, Andrew.